Today we learned the moment of inertia of various type of the bodies. We have different type of the bodies and its moment of inertia about different axis of rotation is to be learned. One by one we learn the moment of inertia of given bodies. The first body is here, that is the first body is moment of inertia of a thin uniform rod about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to the length of the rod. So we find the moment of inertia of a thin uniform rod. Uniform rod means linear density of the rod everywhere. So time being we consider this is a rod. Here the distribution of mass is same. Here the distribution of mass is same. Here the distribution of mass is same. Each and every position distribution of mass same means linear density is constant. That is why the word thin uniform used here. And moment of inertia of a thin uniform rod about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to the length, that is to be learned. So for that, let us consider a rod. Let us draw this figure. Let us draw the figure of a rod. So how is the rod? लक्षात येतं का बेटा, रॉड म्हणजे काय असतं? एक सळई आपण ज्याला म्हणू, एक काठी आपण ज्याला म्हणू, ही युनिफॉर्म म्हणजे थिकनेस सगळीकडे सारखी असते, त्याला युनिफॉर्म. आणि ॲक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन कुठून पास झालेलं आहे? ॲक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन इज टू बी पास थ्रू द सेंटर अँड परपेंडिक्युलर टू द लेंथ. So this is the axis of rotation and this point is the center of this rod and length of the rod is measured from end to end. Length of the rod is measured from end to end, one end to the other end, and let it be capital L. And mass of the rod is capital M. Mass of the rod is capital M. So consider a thin uniform rod of length L and mass capital M is rotating about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to the length. Let rho be the linear density. Let rho be the linear density. Linear density. Let us tell me what is the linear density? Linear density means mass of unit centimeter, mass of unit meter, and so therefore linear density symbol is rho, and rho is equal to total mass divided by total length, and that is equal to capital M divided by L is the linear density. And this linear density is to be constant throughout the position of this rod, and that is why here uniform rod is used. And its moment of inertia, rod's moment of inertia about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to the plane is, and this is directly given to you. So that is equal to here IC. I already we known, I means symbol of moment of inertia. Suffix C about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to the length. Passing through its center and perpendicular to the length. आलं लक्षामध्ये? सेंटरमधून पास होणारा आणि परपेंडिक्युलर टू द लेंथ काय असेल बेटा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया? हा सेंटरचा मात्र तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवावा लागेल ml² by 12. ml square by 12, where m total mass of the rod, L length of the rod, and this is the 12 numerical. So this is about an axis passing through its center. This is known to you. Then its moment of inertia about one end of the rod is to be calculated. That is here about an axis passing through one end of the rod, about an axis passing through one end of the rod. So the same rod is here. So that is, let us draw this same rod, and axis of rotation passing through center is known to you, and about this axis moment of inertia is to be calculated. So that is here, what is this? IC, and this is about one end is to be calculated, and the distance between two parallel axes. So what you take, H is equal to total length capital L by 2, half of the length. And according to principle of parallel axis, why we use the principle of parallel axis? Knowing the moment of inertia of the body, one of its axis is known. The same body's moment of inertia about any parallel axis can be calculated by the principle of parallel axis. बेटा आता तुम्हाला याचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया मी दिला आहे, याचा तुम्हाला काढायला सांगत आहे. तर पॅरलल दोन ॲक्सिस असेल तर पॅरलल ॲक्सिस थेरम यूज करायचा, आणि ॲक्सिस दोन परपेंडिक्युलर असतील तर परपेंडिक्युलर ॲक्सिस थेरम यूज करायचा. आता मी तुम्हाला इथं म्हणत आहे पॅरलल ॲक्सिस थेरम यूज करा by the principle of parallel axis, by the principle of parallel axis. Recall your memory, आठवा काय principle of parallel axis? IO is equal to IC plus EMH square. Now in this principle of parallel axis, what we put here? IO is equal to IE. IO is equal to IE. And IC is equal to about an axis passing through its center. About an axis passing through its center. Already we have ml square by 12. And H is equal to L by 2. H, distance between two parallel axes, H is equal to L by 2. So what is here? Let us tell me. That is IE is equal to, here IC ml square by 12 plus m into L by 2 square. That is ml square by 12 plus ml square by 4. That is LCM you take 12 and ml square plus 3 ml square is equal to 4 ml square divided by 12, and that is equal to ml square by 3. About one end of the rod, moment of inertia about one end of the rod is ml square by 3. Now whether this moment of inertia have greater value or about an axis passing through its center. So therefore, you have given moment of inertia of a rod about an axis passing through its center is 10. Find its moment of inertia about one end of the rod. Find its moment of inertia about one end of the rod. So what is the relation between them? And orally you calculate, and that is equal to here a relation between IC and IE, a relation between IC and IE. How to calculate? IE upon IC. Take the ratio of IE upon IC. What is the formula of IE? ml square by 3 divided by ml square by 12, and that is equal to here ml square by 3 into 12 divided by ml square, and so that is here 4, and IE is equal to 4 times IC. So that is center moment of inertia 10, about 1 and 10 into 4, that becomes 40. Once you know this formula, then you can solve the problem orally, and so that is about one end of the rod. So that is about an axis passing through one end of the rod. Now, same rod moment of inertia can be calculated midway between center and end. This is midway. Location is exactly 1/4 of the length. 1/4 of the length. Midway position means center and end to middle point. Center and end middle point. That is to be calculated. So therefore here the next is, that is the next moment of inertia, C part, moment of inertia of a rod, moment of inertia of rod about an axis, passing through midway between center and, passing through midway between center and end. Center and end. So that is third. So where is the axis of rotation? This is the center and this is mid position. Center and mid position, you draw this figure here, and midway position axis. So this is here, and this point is say M, and this moment of inertia IM, and this is IC. So this length, total length here is L by 2, and H is equal to half of the length. Half of the length, this length is half, and its half length is here, means L by 2. From center to the mid position, H is equal to L by 4. And by the principle of parallel axis, by the principle of, सांगा बेटा, by the principle of parallel axis, yes, by the principle of parallel axis, IO is equal to IC plus MH square. IO is equal to IC plus MH square. Here, IO is equal to IM about an axis passing through midway between center and end. IC is equal to ML square by 12, and H is equal to L by 4. Substitute its values in the principle of parallel axis. Substitute these values in the principle of parallel axis. What we remain? Yes. What is the equation here? I midway is equal to ml square by 12 plus m into, what is the value of h? H value is equal to L by 4 square. L by 4 whole square, and this is equal to ml square by 12 plus ml square by 16. Do you understand here? L square, square of 4 is 16. You take LCM. What is the LCM? 12 and 16 LCM is, that is 48, and 4 ml square plus 3 ml square, and that is 7 upon 48 ml square is the moment of inertia of a rod about an axis passing through midway position between center and end. Between center and end. So that we calculate. Now, similar analogy use in bar. And so the second type of the body is moment of inertia of a bar. Do you know what is the bar? Bar means bar magnet. Bar, length, breadth and thickness. Such type of the body is there. Then moment of inertia of a uniform bar. Uniform bar means everywhere density is the same. Uniform bar means everywhere the density is the same. So how is the figure? About what axis first? About an axis. About an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its length. लक्ष येतं का पाय बेटा? दोन्ही मधला फरक काय येतो? रॉड आणि बार. काढल्यात का? पहा, मी फिगर काढून दाखवतो म्हणजे लक्षात येईल तुम्हाला. रॉड आणि बार मधला फरक. हे अशा टाईपची एक फिगर घ्या तुम्ही. हा रेक्टेंग्युलर बार म्हणा, थोडक्यामध्ये रेक्टेंग्युलर शब्द वापरत आहे. आणि मग इथून मिडल पासून असे एक, हे मिडल पासून बेटा काढताना आपण नेहमी फिगर असे आणि याला जॉईन करा. असं बार पहा कसा येतो, रेक्टेंग्युलर बार. अशा टाईपच्या बॉडीज आपण अनेक वेळेस पाहिलेल्या आहेत. हे पास, याला जॉईन करा. हे इथं जोडलात आणि हे इथं जोडलात आणि हे असं आणि ही अशा टाईपमध्ये. आणि ॲक्सिस कुठून पास झालेला आहे? हे सरळ असा सेंटरमधून. अशा टाईपचा बार असतो. या बारचं मास किती? कॅपिटल एम. आणि लेंथ एंड टू एंड मेजर केलेली असते ती कॅपिटल एल. आणि ब्रेड्थ, ही ब्रेड्थ अशा टाईपची असते. तर मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ ए बार अबाउट एन ॲक्सिस passing through its center and perpendicular to the length. Similar analogy. So what is the formula? IC is equal to, this is given to you, IC is equal to ml square by 12. About what axis? Rod. And what is the difference in formula in rod and bar? Instead of this L, you put change. That is L square plus B square. Note, instead of L, capital L square, you put plus B square. Breadth is to be added. About what axis? Center. About one end of the rod, tell me, M divided by 3, L square plus B square. See it. So this is one end, about one end. So that is this axis of rotation. This axis of rotation about one end. About what axis? About an axis passing midway between center and end. That is IM is equal to 7 upon 48 M L square plus B square. So that is the moment of inertia. So two bodies we complete here. One is rod and another is bar. See the difference in the numericals. You must remember the formula. Center formula is known to you. Then about one end by the principle of parallel. Midway between center and end, that is again by the principle of parallel axis. And with the analogy of this, we have learned 3 plus 3, 6 formulas and 2 bodies. Moment of inertia we learned and these formulas are widely used in numericals, sums, and so therefore you must recoil. You must remember the formulas. You must remember the formulas. Okay, so that is the first two bodies. Various type of the bodies are there, and so the moment of inertia of rod and bar is to be calculated. Now next, moment of inertia of a thin uniform ring. Do you know how is the ring? Yes, how is the ring? And that is the moment of inertia of a uniform ring. Third type of the body, moment of inertia of a thin uniform ring. Yes, how is the ring? रिंग म्हणजे अंगठी आपण ज्याला म्हणतो. आपण खेळाची असते ना ती रिंग अशी गोल आकाराची प्लॅस्टिकच्या रिंग, तर तशा बॉडीचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इज टू बी कॅल्क्युलेट इन व्हेरियस टाईप ऑफ द ॲक्सिस. सो देअरफॉर हिअर अबाउट an axis passing through its center of mass, about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to the plane of the ring. Again we have the figure. So this is the ring, and axis of rotation is passing through its center. Axis of rotation is passing through its center and perpendicular to the plane, and here this is the radius, and capital M is the mass of the ring. Consider a thin uniform ring. Thin uniform, here linear density again same, and that is equal to linear density is equal to total mass of the ring divided by total length, and that is equal to capital M divided by L means circumference, that is 2 pi capital R. 2 pi, circumference of the ring is nothing but length of the ring, and that is equal to rho is equal to M divided by 2 pi R. And moment of inertia of the ring about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to the plane is, what is the formula here? About an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to the plane is given to you. That is, in almost all textbook this formula is directly given, or we derive this formula also. हे डेरिवेशन पण आहे, पण तुम्हाला टेक्स्टबुकमध्येच तुम्हाला गिवन म्हणून दिलेलं आहे, आणि हे माहीत असेल तर दुसऱ्या बॉडीचे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया काढायचे असतात. हे काढायचे असतात, आणि जर समजा डिराईव्ह जर करायचं असेल तरीही करता येऊ शकतं, यात काही अडचण येत नाही. तर बेटा आय सी इज इक्वल टू काय फॉर्म्युला येतो? रिंगचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट एन ॲक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू इट सेंटर, आय सी इज इक्वल टू एम आर स्क्वेअर. आय सी इज इक्वल टू एम आर स्क्वेअर. एम टोटल मास ऑफ द रॉड, आर इज द रेडियस ऑफ द रॉड. R is the radius of the rod, and corresponding radius of gyration I C is equal to M Kc square. What is Kc? Radius of gyration about an axis passing through center. And this equation we equate Mk square is equal to Mr square. M cancel, and Kc is equal to R. Kc is equal to R, and many times in the problem here Kc square upon R square is equal to 1, and you must remember this value. आता इथे पाय बेटा काही नाही ना, तर 1 कन्सिडर. कोइफिशियंट ऑफ एम आर स्क्वेअर जो असतो तो के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअरची व्हॅल्यू असते. कोइफिशियंट ऑफ एम आर स्क्वेअर इज नथिंग बट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर, and so therefore you must remember. About what axis we calculate here? Moment of inertia of a ring about an axis passing through its center we find out. About the diameter axis, so therefore next is the moment of inertia B, moment of inertia of a ring about diameter axis. Tell me, diameter axis. Diameter axis means axis passing through the diameter. Axis passing through the diameter. Let us draw this figure of a ring and draw the diameters. चला बेटा कसं काढायचं रे डायमीटर. हा एक डायमीटर बेटा, हा एक डायमीटर काढला रिंगचा. डायमीटर लक्षात येतो, अपोजिट एंडला जोडणारा. अपोजिट हा इथं असेल तर इथला, त्याला आपण डायमीटर म्हणतो. आणि हा एक्स ॲक्सिस झाला. आणि दुसरा डायमीटर मी वाय ॲक्सिसची जर घेतला हा एक्स ॲक्सिस, याला आपण आय डी आय एक्स एक्स ॲक्सिस असेल. आणि हा आय डी हाही डायमीटर अबाउट वाय ॲक्सिस, अबाउट वाय ॲक्सिस. आणि ॲक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू इट्स सेंटर, ॲक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू इट्स सेंटर, दिस इज आय सी. ओके, पाहता हे व्हिज्युअल करून दाखवतो मी. ही रिंग आहे तुमची, दिसते तुम्हाला अशी रिंग आहे. या रिंगचा हा एक डायमीटर झाला बेटा. हे असा हॉरिझॉन्टल घेतला, हा एक डायमीटर घेतला. आणि दुसरा एक डायमीटर मी असा घेतला वाय ॲक्सिस, हे एक्स ॲक्सिस हा वाय ॲक्सिस. आणि याला परपेंडिक्युलर तिसरा जो असेल असा व्हर्टिकली अपवर्ड. आता कसे ॲक्सिस आहे ते, these three axes are mutually perpendicular to each other, and hence to find the moment of inertia about the diameter axis we use the principle of perpendicular axis. By the principle of perpendicular axis, yes, by the principle of perpendicular axis, Iz is equal to Ix plus Iy. Ix is equal to Iy is equal to Id. आठवते, डायमीटर आहेत. आणि मग इथं येतं Iz is equal to Ic. Perpendicular axis Iz passing through its center, and therefore Ic is equal to ID plus ID. ID plus ID is equal to 2 times ID. 2 times ID. And therefore, ID is equal to IC by 2. So, what is ID? Moment of inertia of a ring about the diameter axis. And this diameter axis moment of inertia is half of the center. Half of the center. And that is equal to mr square by 2. mr square by 2. IC value is mr square. Center already आपण calculate केलेला आहे. किती आहे? mr square. You put here. That is mr square by 2. Corresponding radius of gyration. Corresponding radius of gyration. Corresponding radius of gyration about this axis, काय असेल बेटा सांगा, about this axis is ID is equal to mkd square, where kd is the distance from center to the diameter axis. And so therefore equate this equation first and this equation second. That is mr square by 2 is equal to mkd square. Cancel. And taking square root on both the side, that is equal to kd. And therefore, kd is equal to r divided by root 2. R divided by root 2. You must remember that formula. That formula is also asked in the numericals. Each and every point we discuss here with the numericals. About an axis passing through the diameter, a ring moment of inertia about the diameter is to be calculated. Now next, about an axis about an axis, about an axis passing through, about an axis passing through. पाय बेटा पुढचा आता तिसरा जो पॉइंट असेल, about an axis, yes, about an axis, about an axis passing through, about an axis passing through, tangent in a plane, tangent in a plane. It is very, very important. Tangent in a plane and tangent to the plane. Tangent in a plane, this is the ring, tangent, just touch. This is the ring and just touch this tangent in a plane. Tangent in a plane means parallel to diameter. This is diameter axis. Parallel to diameter this or parallel to diameter this. If this is the diameter axis, then tangent here or tangent here. Do you understand here? And so therefore here, so that is about what axis? So this is the, you take a ring. This is the ring. And this is the diameter axis. X-axis, diameter axis. Here ID. Tangent means like this. Just touch. Tangent is just touch to this point. And the distance between two parallel axes, EH is equal to R. And moment of inertia about this axis is to be calculated I small t. Symbol for tangent in a plane, I small t. Now these two axes are parallel to each other. Then which theorem we used? Which theorem we use here? By the principle of parallel axis, by the principle of parallel axis, IO is equal to IC plus MH square. What is IC? Diameter. That is MR square by 2 plus distance between two parallel axes, MR square. And this is I small t. And this is equal to 3 by 2 MR square. What is? This is the moment of inertia of a ring about tangent in a plane, not to the plane. About an axis, tangent in a plane. And corresponding radius of gyration, tell me, corresponding radius of gyration about this axis of rotation is, yes, corresponding radius of gyration, corresponding a radius of gyration, a radius of gyration about this axis is, tell me, what is the formula? I small t is equal to m kt square. Now equating these two equations, m kt square is equal to mr square, 3 by 2 mr square, 3 by 2 mr square. M cancels and kt is equal to root 3 by 2 r. You must remember for, and k square upon r square, for this kt square upon r square is equal to 3 by 2. And now already we have consider the value of k square upon r square is the coefficient of mr square. See here, coefficient of mr square, once again, just I am giving tracing on this, because in numericals many times the value of k square upon r square is different for different axis of rotation, and here it is nothing but the value of k square upon r square is the coefficient of mr square. K square upon r square is the coefficient of mr square. And so that is here the moment of inertia of a ring about an axis tangent in a plane. Tangent in a plane means tangent is in plane. Tangent is in plane. Now last is about an axis D, about an axis passing through tangent perpendicular to the plane. Tangent perpendicular to the plane. Yes, tangent perpendicular to the plane. How is the tangent perpendicular to the plane? कसं असेल बेटा हे? तुम्हाला मी व्हिज्युअल करून दाखवतो, पहा इथं. ही रिंग आहे. रिंग या प्लेनमध्ये आहे. हा ॲक्सिस सेंटरचा आहे. रिमवरती टँजंट टू द प्लेन म्हणजे असा, इथं परपेंडिक्युलर टू द प्लेन, हा परपेंडिक्युलर प्लेन, कोणताही पॉईंट रिमवरचा पॉईंट प्लेनला परपेंडिक्युलर असला पाहिजे, त्याला आपण म्हणतो टँजंट परपेंडिक्युलर टू द प्लेन. मग फिगर कशी? ही तुमची रिंग, हा सेंटरमधून पास होणारा ॲक्सिस आणि हा जो येतो इथं टँजंट टू द प्लेन आय टी, आणि हा येतो आय सी, आणि या दोन पॅरलल ॲक्सिसमधलं डिस्टन्स h इज इक्वल टू आर. h इज इक्वल टू आर. द विच थेरम वी यूज? बाय द प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ पॅरलल ॲक्सिस, IO इज इक्वल टू IC प्लस MH स्क्वेअर. हियर IO इज इक्वल टू IT, सिम्बॉल I कॅपिटल T टँजंट टू द प्लेन सिम्बॉल, आणि IC सेंटरमधला मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया रिंगचा mr square, and here h is equal to capital R, distance between two parallel axes. You put that values, I capital T is equal to, tell me, mr square plus mr square, that is equal to 2 times mr square. I capital T. Corresponding radius of gyration about this axis is kt is equal to root 2 times I, and k square upon r square, kt square upon r square, coefficient of mr square is always here, kt square upon r square always 2. Now we learn 4 formulas in a ring. One formula is center. What is that? Tell me. How is that formula? About an axis passing through its center, IC is equal to mr square. Diameter, half of the center. Half of the center means center's moment of inertia mr square divided by 2. Tangent in a plane, I small t is equal to 3 by 2 mr square, and I capital T is equal to 2 times mr square. You must remember this formula. Least moment of inertia about what? Least. Here least moment of inertia सर्वात कमी कोणत्या ॲक्सिसला असतो? डायमीटर. आणि सर्वात जास्त कोणत्या ॲक्सिसला असतो? मॅक्सिमम moment of inertia. So that you must remember these formulas, and many times objective ask on this the moment of inertia of various. And so therefore today we learn 3 bodies. In the next period remaining bodies is to be learned.